Hey y'all,
Hey,
the cows are eating.
they're eating.
Yes, we planned these out, like how we're going to start these, and it really works well in our heads until we start it, and then we both draw blanks.
They're both like,
Yeah, it's kind of like an awkward conversation.
So guys, how are you doing? Long time no see.
Yeah. Oh.
No, anyway.
So, a lot of you have been asking about our garden, what we're going to do for our garden this year.
Yes, and I'm going to start seeds very soon. I need to start tomato seeds and pepper seeds and some other things like really soon, within the next couple of weeks. And we have a plan, we don't have a plan. If that makes any sense. We're not going to plant anything here on this farm because if it sells quickly, it's just a lot. We don't want to have to deal with trying to continue having access to the garden and all that. And obviously we don't know where we're going to move. We don't have a place yet. Ideally we would have a place and we would be like, oh, we'll just go build a garden there and get started right away there, but we don't know what's going to happen, how that's going to look. So we are going to go ahead and start seeds and prepare for a garden, and hopefully we will have a place to plant things of our own. But we have some friends that live close-ish by, kind of like what, 15-ish?
12 minutes,
15, yeah, from us, that they really are excited to garden this year. They haven't done a ton of gardening, and so they have offered to let us come to their place and garden with them.
Yeah.
And so we can kind of teach them what we know, and we have the space to grow things, and so that will work out great if we don't have our own. I mean, ideally, a garden out my back door would be perfect, but if we don't have that situation, then gardening with friends will work out quite well, I think. So
it will. And we can teach.
And
not that we're...
No, we're not experts, but just we've been doing
But we
this.
have a lot of experience gardening.
Well, we've been gardening for, 11, 12 years, so we do have experience, and we've made a lot of mistakes, so we can teach them what not to do.
Don't do
for
this.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, we like to share what knowledge we do have, and I love to garden. I love to inspire other people to garden. So if I could do that, then that's awesome. That's kind of the plan for gardening. I still don't know for sure what all I'm starting. I have lots and lots of seeds, lots of varieties, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to scale that back this year. What we can what we grow, we eat off of that all year, so I really don't want to have to scale back because that's what we eat.
Yeah.
It will put a dent in our food supply for the winter time next year if we don't. If we don't.
I say
grow
we just
as much.
go full on like we've got a plan. And
so, yeah.
Yeah, did you tell them that we have lumber to build garden beds? You always wanted.
No, so I love a cedar garden bed, raised garden bed. I've always wanted some, and cedar for one is very expensive, and we've not been in a permanent situation to go ahead and build garden beds and all that, but there are a lot of nice cedar trees here on the farm, and a friend of ours has a sawmill, and so he came and cut a lot of the cedar trees and is going to mill them. Or he is working on it. He's already milled a bunch into lumber, and he gets part of it and we get part of it, but we will have enough to build a lot.
Probably close to 20 raised garden beds, 4x8 by 2 foot deep.
That's amazing.
And, yeah, and we've also I have some plans to build her a cedar framed greenhouse, like 8 foot by 8 foot, and so you can do lots more seed starting.
My little greenhouse.
You can grow some things in there probably all year.
Yeah, my little greenhouse you guys have probably seen on here. The windstorm last week.
We built it. I mean, we built it in a pinch out of scrap materials.
Yeah.
I mean, I ripped 2x4s in half because I didn't have enough. I didn't even have enough to frame it up with full 2x4s, and I built it thinking it would last for a year, and we've used it for 3 years.
Yeah, I think 3 years.
I think 3
we
years.
We had it at the old farm, and we had it here. But
I might still be able to put it back together enough to get through another. Start seeds.
I need to start seeds, so I kind of need it. But it's flattened right now.
I'll have to glue it back together.
It'll be what it is, but it'll work for now. And by next year, I'll have a nice window greenhouse, so it'll be beautiful and functional. I've
been collecting the glass for over a year now for a window frame greenhouse, and it seems like it's how it always is for us. We get everything is backwards.
Yes.
We don't get the permanent place first. We get the cows with what we do with them. We get, all the things.
I have my hoop house, my big greenhouse hoop house that I've, one day, hopefully in the nearest future, I'll finally get to have put up and have plastic on it.
The greenhouse that we have is 42 by 22.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Big house. I don't really know anything about growing in a hoop house, so I'm gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
So that is our garden plan, not plan, because it could change at any minute. We really don't know what's gonna happen with that. And people keep saying, well, when you sell, what are you gonna do with all your animals? And we don't know what size property we're gonna have, if we're gonna have to downsize. And we're just like, you know what? God knows what he's doing, and he has a plan, and we're just gonna wait on him. And we don't want to preemptively downsize our herd and then find out we didn't need to. That would be really disappointing. And plus we went through our list and we were like, we don't want to get rid of any of these cows right now. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on what we're doing, and then pray that doors are all open like they should be when they're supposed to open. We believe they will be, just like the house that we're in now. That was total miracle. It was literally an overnight miracle. And so if he could do that with them, with that house, then I feel confident that his plan for our future and for the farm we're gonna have and a home that we're gonna hopefully be our permanent situation is gonna be far better orchestrated than anything we could plan out or try to do. So,
it's all his anyway.
Yeah, it's all his. He owns the cattle on 1,000 Hills, so we just we're along for the ride. We're like, all right, God, what next? And
pretty much.
and wait for him to direct us and guide us and open the doors.
Yeah, and our farm here, I've been talking with the realtor, and we had some paperwork stuff to work out. And so I think we'll have it worked out.
Because we have the farm owner finance, so that makes it
weird when we go to closing. And I appreciate a realtor who wants to get all that worked out.
Yeah.
Before we go to closing, he wants to know how it's going to go down.
Make sure everybody gets their portions and all that. So
all the checks go out correctly, and nobody has to pay taxes that they shouldn't have to pay, and everything is done right.
So we haven't actually listed the farm yet. Hopefully by the end of next week.
Yep, that's the plan. As tentatively, it's supposed to go live the end of next week.
Yeah. So it's not live yet. Like I said, we've just been kind of waiting all of the I's to get dotted and T's to get crossed.
Yes, it's so crazy because we don't have any anxiety over the time it's taking. It's just okay.
I just have to assume that God is preparing the buyer, and the buyer wasn't ready yet, and so here we are. We're just biding our time, and then it's going to go on the market and hopefully sell quickly. And it is a very unique property. Properties like this aren't for sale very often, and they're hard to find. I mean, a larger piece of land with the views it has, and the barn and the power and the water and everything on it already. So there's a whole lot of perks to it. So hopefully the right buyer will be looking for it at the right time. Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're praying for and we're believing for. So.
Yep. So, all right. Well,
that's kind of where we're at this moment in time.
Yes. Out enjoying beautiful weather today.
It's beautiful, sunny, fairly warm. I mean, I have my hoodie on, but I always have a hoodie.
We kind of took a break today and went out riding, just me and Jenna, and we rode through the town that we lived in when we first got married. We went and ate at a little restaurant in the town where we first got married and used to eat at. And
it's the lady that was working there used to work at the other little restaurant in town back when we were dating and got married, and she recognized us and was like, I haven't seen y'all in years. And we were like, wow.
She thought we had 4 kids still.
Yeah, she's like, what do you have, 4 kids? We're like, no, 8.
Yeah.
So it was really funny. It was funny. It was cool to see her, and the town hasn't changed much, so it's nice. We like to ride through there occasionally. It's just very nostalgic, and we had a nice little date.
It was nice.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, that catches you up to where we're at, our tentative plans, which always are subject to change.
Very loose.
Very loose plans, but we appreciate y'all. Thanks for sharing our journey with us, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. Give us a thumbs up so YouTube will know you're enjoying it. Please comment below, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See y'all later.